We got an opportunity to talk to Bryan Lewis again. Bryan Lewis has been on the program a couple of times. He's with a company called IntelliCheck. He's the CEO of the company. They are publicly traded under the stock symbol IDN. And basically, this is an interesting company because they're filling a need here, reducing fraud in a number of areas, including law enforcement and driver's licenses and customer service. But boy, there's a whole new deal coming out because I believe, Bryan, that you're going to have to flash your iPhone going forward with a health score showing that you are, I mean, look at, a dating site, for example, you're going to have to show that you're STD free, HIV negative, and COVID tested. Don't you think that's coming? And guys like you are going to be there to make sure that stuff's right. I'm assuming you guys are already thinking in that direction, right, Bryan?
Yeah, absolutely, because you're going to have to prove that it's actually you when they register you for whatever these apps are that are going to, prove that you've had it, you're cleared, and anything like that. Mm-hmm. The whole point, again, is are you who you say you are? And people will find a way to get around that if they don't use technologies like ours.
No, I agree. Talk about your technologies for the people that haven't seen you for a while, because it really is remarkable. Our personal data is out there. It's been stolen. It's available for sale cheap. You guys are helping out with that effort, aren't you?
Yeah, so the main thing is, think about it. Last year, 8 billion records were compromised, in different breaches.
Wow.
And I think that's one of the things that led to $2.2 billion more stolen through identity theft in 19 over 18. So, that's where the numbers just came out. People think about 400% increases in account takeovers. So what the criminals are doing is going into stores, opening up credit as you. They are walking into banks or calling online bank centers and pretending to be you and taking over your account, because all the information they need to prove technically that they're you, they can buy online really, really cheaply.
Bryan, is it a matter now of it's not if it's going to happen to you, it's a matter of when it's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I've been saying that. I was in 5 data breach, package sales last year. I assume, I'm just waiting for it to happen. I know I watched my credit report, and the only way really that if you want to make sure it never happens is lock down all your credit. And that sounds wonderful until you lose your phone and you need a new phone, and it takes 2 weeks to open your credit back up and you can't get one.
Right.
So, that's why, we ended up, since the last time I spoke with you guys, we've signed probably 5 more major financial lenders who are now using the products online, and very much online now. They're rushing out the online products since the stores are closed. The bad guys they're not stopping being bad guys. They're just moving to the online channel. And we're helping them in all those areas.
Bryan, you guys help in the age restricted products and venues and stuff like that. And that means, getting into bars and getting into locations. What about, health restricted is going to happen? I mean, I believe this will change us like 9/11 changed us the way we travel, right? I mean, I don't think it'll be mandated. I don't think there's going to be a government mark that says, if you don't score a 90 on your health score, you can't go to a restaurant. But I do think socially, there'll be some social sort of, if not shaming, there'll be social expectations that people restrict their activity based upon their health status. Are you guys even thinking about heading in that direction? Because it'd be a natural for you guys, right?
Yeah, we absolutely are. We're working now with several healthcare lenders. And they very much care to make sure that you are the right person and you're not pretending to be somebody else because you stole their insurance credentials.
Right.
So it's just a natural progression to get into, all right, prove who I am for my healthcare records, what I know, the same way that you have to send your kid to school with a vaccination record. I can see the same thing happening for us in post-pandemic world.
Sure. The optics, and here's the other thing too. It's not just about protecting us. It's about, I don't want to do business with somebody who's not out there actively protecting me anyway. I mean, the optics are going to be there, just like with businesses that don't appear like they're protecting us. The optics of that is bad. The same thing's going to happen in the health world, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and think about it. The retailers want to protect their people as well. One of very large furniture retailer realized a couple things were happening. People were using stolen credit cards to buy furniture, come in the store and pick it up, and in the social distancing, the retailer wasn't really checking it and licenses and all that. So now what they're doing is when you make the purchase, they're authenticating you using our web applications where you at home authenticate your license and it shows up as a good license. So there's many different ways that people can authenticate from afar and do protect your financial health and protect your actual health.
Yeah.
I think I have a new term, coronaphobic.
Yeah. Well, there's corona apocalypse.
Yeah.
There's corona recession. Coronaphobic.
Coronaphobic.
Before I let you out of here today, what's on the horizon for you guys over the next 12 months? Obviously, you've had to pivot as a CEO of a public company. Where are you focusing? Is it the same old? Because obviously, identity theft is probably more prevalent now because we got stimulus checks coming and everything else. But any other pivots you're thinking about?
Yeah, I just want to continue to do what we did, which made us, EBITDA and net income positive in Q4. We carried that momentum into Q1 until, some retailers started closing down. Good thing is many of our retailers are considered essential services, so they're still open.
Sure.
We continue to sign people up even now. So, for us, it's really getting into healthcare. It's been a big area of interest for us. Automobiles, very huge business for us. And then I do think that being part of anything that's going to help protect people by allowing them to authenticate themselves for the right reason. If they want to self-authenticate, we can certainly help with that.
Okay, great. Bryan, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us again. Can't wait to have you back. Smart guy. IntelliCheck when you need to know now. And you watch how they're going to pivot in their own business model.